The Rode NT1, the 𝗕𝗘𝗖𝗢𝗠𝗘 AT 2020. Legendary microphones, if you just started to make music like 4 months ago. Listen, I get it. They have an insane amount of high-end, so you think they sound like they're high quality. And you don't have $1,000 to spend on an actual good microphone. But listen, I'm here for you, because I care about your mental health. Mixing a horrible sounding mic is going to give you an aneurysm. So how can we take that cheap mic you have and upgrade it? And how can we do it for cheap? And how can we make that so simple that even a 10-year-old can do it? Well, let me show you. First of all, I kind of baited half of you in the beginning. You can't really upgrade an AT 2020. Its grill is too small to make modifications, so sorry about that. But there is a bunch of super cheap microphones you can actually upgrade, like these. Okay, so you've got your microphone. Now, what part of that microphone is responsible for the sound, or the frequency response? Now, if you really want to figure this out, I recommend this video right here. I'll link it in the description, but the answer, every single part, but 90% of it is coming from the capsule, and if you have a tube microphone like I do, then some of it comes from the tube as well. The good news, those things are super easy to swap out, and relatively cheap to buy. First thing you need is a capsule and or tube. If you need a tube, you can find them literally anywhere, Amazon, eBay, anywhere. Capsules are a little more challenging to find, but not really, because all you got to do is find a good distributor. There's places like microphoneparts.com. Some people don't recommend that site though. I bought an RK47 capsule from them a year or so ago, and I like it. Another place you can go to is Advanced Audio. They're from British Columbia. They have great prices, and I recently purchased their AK12 capsule, and I really like it. In fact, in the footage you're about to see of me swapping the capsule on my Apex 460, I'm swapping it to an Advanced Audio AK12. So if you want to upgrade your stuff, you can go there. If you really want to upgrade your stuff, you can go to Peluso Microphone Labs and get some real high quality stuff. If none of these work for you, then there's a bunch more places that sell capsule. Bee's Knees is also great. It's pretty highly regarded. You should do research on the capsules as well, so you know what frequency response you're getting, what emulation you're going for, essentially. There's K47 capsules, like the ones used in the Neumann U47, K67, which is used in the U67, K87, which is used in the U87, kind of makes sense, right? There's also C12 capsule recreations that emulate the sound of the famous AKG C12. So if you know what mic you prefer to have, then you know what capsule you should get. Okay, so you've got your capsule. Next, you need a soldering iron, and you don't need a good one. I bought one off of Amazon for like 40 bucks, and it works like a charm. Now that you've got everything, it's time to open up your microphone and take pictures of how the capsule is connected. Odds are you'll have like 2 or 3 wires connecting the capsule, a wire on the diaphragm, a wire on the other diaphragm, and a wire on the outer edge. 2 positives and a ground. Who knows? Who cares? All you got to do is just wire it up the same way your capsule came. So if the original capsule is being wired to one place and the outer edge is being wired to the other place, then just do that, but with your new capsule. So get your capsule. Do not touch the diaphragm. Do not touch the diaphragm. Screw it into the capsule holder that it comes with, put that on the mic, and start tinning the wires by putting a bit of solder on the wires. My AK12 capsule had 4 wires, which I assumed were 2 diaphragm wires and 2 ground wires, because my original microphone capsule had 2 diaphragm wires and 1 ground wire, so I just soldered the 2 ground wires I had to the same. It's kind of confusing. I just assumed these are 2 ground wires, so I just soldered them together, and I put them in the place that the original ground wire was in, and that worked. Well, sorta. I kind of accidentally soldered the capsules in reverse, but then I just swapped the wires, and then it made sense. So, pretty easy. And that's it. Now just put everything back together, and now you've turned a $150 mic into like, I don't know, $500 to $1,000 mic? Who knows? Now, while you did order a capsule that's supposed to sound like this famous like bajillion-dollar microphone, just know it won't sound exactly like that. But that's not important. You have a high-quality microphone of your own that's more so based off of another mic, which is not too shabby. Hope you learned something, and if this seems complicated, trust me, it's not.